Karen returns dehumidifier for noise. Staff prove she neglected it and refuse her refund. Have you ever witnessed someone demand the impossible, only to have their own actions expose them? In a small electronics store in suburban Ohio, Karen Miller stormed in with a dehumidifier, claiming it was unbearably loud and demanding a full refund. What unfolded was a masterclass in accountability, as the staff dismantled her story piece by piece, revealing a truth she couldn't escape. Karen marched through the sliding glass doors of tech-trend electronics, her heels clicking with purpose, a battered dehumidifier tucked under her arm like a trophy of indignation. She slammed it onto the counter, startling the young cashier, Mia, who barely had time to look up before Karen's tirade began. "This thing is a racket. It's like living next to a jet engine," she barked, her voice echoing through the store. "I paid good money for this, and I want my refund now." Mia, maintaining her composure, asked for the receipt and details, but Karen waved her off. "It's only 6 months old, and it's defective. Do your job." Customers nearby began to glance over, sensing a storm brewing. Mia called over her manager, Javier, a seasoned employee known for his no-nonsense approach. He examined the dehumidifier, a mid-range Kenmore KM70, and immediately noticed its condition. The casing was dented, the cord frayed, and a thick layer of dust coated the vents. "Ma'am, can you tell me how you've been using this unit?" Javier asked, his tone polite but probing. Karen scoffed, crossing her arms. "I plugged it in, turned it on, and it screamed like a banshee. What else is there to know?" Javier raised an eyebrow, unconvinced, and invited Karen to step behind the counter for a closer look. As Javier opened the dehumidifier's filter compartment, the truth began to unravel. The filter was clogged with a matted mess of dust and pet hair, rendering it nearly useless. "This hasn't been cleaned in months," he said, holding up the filter for Karen and the growing crowd to see. A clogged filter forces the motor to overwork, which can cause noise. Karen's face reddened, but she doubled down. "That's ridiculous. It was loud from day one. You're trying to scam me." At that moment, an unexpected figure emerged from the Croton older man named Mr. Thompson, a retired HVAC technician who frequented the store. "Mind if I take a look?" he asked, his calm demeanor cutting through the tension. Javier nodded, intrigued. Mr. Thompson inspected the unit with practiced ease, pointing out rust on the coils and water stains inside the bucket. "This hasn't been emptied regularly," he said, loud enough for everyone to hear. "The tank's overflowed, and the motor's been straining, probably why it's noisy." Karen's eyes darted around, her confidence wavering as whispers spread among the onlookers. Javier, seizing the moment, plugged in the dehumidifier and turned it on. It hummed to life, quieter than expected, though a faint grinding noise confirmed the motor's strain. "This isn't defective," Javier said firmly. "It's been neglected. Our policy doesn't cover misuse, ma'am." Karen's outrage erupted like a volcano. "This is outrageous. I'll sue you. I'll write reviews that'll shut this place down," she screamed, slamming her fist on the counter. The crowd was now fully invested, some recording the meltdown on their phones. Mia, still composed, quietly pulled up the store's warranty policy on her tablet and slid it toward Karen. "It's clear here. No refunds for damage due to improper maintenance," she said, her voice steady. Karen's eyes widened, realizing she was cornered. Then came the twist. Mr. Thompson, who had been quietly observing, revealed he'd seen Karen's dehumidifier in her garage during a neighborhood yard sale. It was sitting next to a pile of old paint cans, uncovered for weeks, he said, shaking his head. The crowd gasped, and Karen's face drained of color. Her bravado crumbled. She stammered, trying to deflect. That's not true. You're all ganging up on me." But the evidence was undeniable. Her neglect had been exposed, and the crowd's murmurs turned to chuckles. Javier, maintaining his professionalism, offered a compromise. "We can repair it for a fee, but no refund." Karen, humiliated, grabbed the dehumidifier and stormed out, muttering threats under her breath. As the doors slid shut behind her, the store erupted in applause for Javier and Mia, with Mr. Thompson giving a nod of approval. The incident became local legend, shared across social media with hashtags like Karen vs. Dehumidifier. It was a reminder that accountability catches up, no matter how loudly you protest. Karen's attempt to bully her way to a refund backfired, leaving her with nothing but a damaged machine and a bruised ego. For the staff at TechTrend, it was a small Victoria moment where truth triumphed over entitlement. What do you think? Should Karen have owned up to her neglect, or was the store too harsh? Share your thoughts below.